Hey everybody, Martha here. I am at my parents' house, thus kind of the eclectic background going on right now. Kids are supposed to be having quiet time, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I wanted to do something kind of fun and different. So welcome to my channel, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things, and then let's get into it. Today, we are going to look at the list, according to Reader's Digest, of the 100 books that you should read before you die. And I'm a little scared. I'm afraid I might get my English teacher card taken away because I have a feeling I haven't read a lot of these, but we're going to see. Okay. All right. Ready? Okay. First on the list. Yeah, I haven't. Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. Did I even say that right? Like, that shows you how much I have not read that book. I know I need to. I have another literary teacher friend who this is her favorite book. I need to read it. I'm intimidated by it. I don't know if any of you out there are intimidated by certain authors, certain classics. I think I just hear that name Tolstoy and it just seems so like daunting. Okay. Second on the list, To Kill a Mockingbird. Absolutely, yes. Teach it in my class. Love it. I think that even though there's controversy about teaching it, I'm going to keep teaching it. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. Yes. Valley of the Dolls. No. The Shining. Okay. I'm going to give this like a half, I think. I don't know. I cannot remember. I went through a Stephen King period in my life, but I tried to reread The Shining recently and I could not get past the language. Like, can we have kind of a filtered Stephen King book where we get rid of some of that language? Because honestly, the movie, again, like the TV version of the movie is one of my favorite horror thrillers. Like, oh, it is so good. It is so good. Okay. Again, edited for content. Like, yeah. Okay. Next, I'm going to move faster. The Little Prince. No. Fellowship of the Rings. No. Not my thing. Sorry, not my thing. Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood. Yes. Wrinkle in Time. Yes. Pride and Prejudice. I don't like Jane Austen. I said it. You know, my secrets are out there. Nope, haven't read it. All President's Men. No, have no desire to. Man's Search for Meaning. Never heard of it. Beloved by Toni Morrison. I've tried. I can't get into the writing style. Seen the movie and appreciate the work, but no. In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. Yes. If you like true crime podcasts and you have not read Truman Capote, which is like touted the first true crime novel ever, you need to, like, what are you waiting for? And then like dig into some of the history of how this author was actually maybe involved in people's lives, or how he was involved in these people's lives that he was talking about. It gets juicy. Read that. I really highly suggest it. I wrote these, like I hand wrote these, and I can't read my handwriting. I think this says A Long Way Gone. I don't know what that is. So no, I haven't. The next is Dune. I have not read Dune. I need to. I have a student right now in my class who is carrying around this massive book and saying, Miss Howell, you need to read it. And I do need to read it. Great Expectations? No. I have read lots of Dickens, but not Great Expectations. Brene Brown's Daring Greatly? No. 1984, Orwell? Yes. This was one of the books that really ignited my passion for literature. It is so good, and I've read it many times as an adult since reading it in high school. Angela's Ashes? No. A Brief History of Time? No desire to. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Now, I teach a lot of Bradbury short stories, and I enjoy his warnings to us about technology and just everything that's packed into his stories, but I have yet to read this novel. It is on my TBR shelf for sure. Next is Heartbreaking Ways of Staggering Geniuses. No, never heard of it. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, yes. Alice Murnau's Select Stories. I have never heard of this author before. I need to check into her. Fault in Our Stars, yes. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, yes. Invisible Men, no. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's really interesting that this is on the list because we just went to the library today, like 2 hours ago, and my almost 12-year-old daughter was searching for a book, and I picked this out for her. Now, obviously, parents, I feel like, need to be the ones who, I don't want to say gatekeepers, but gatekeepers for their kids' literature, making sure that they're ready to deal with the tough stuff before they get their hands on it. But I think my daughter was ready for this, and it helped me, I know, as a young girl, feel like I wasn't alone in the thoughts and feelings that I was feeling. So love it. So yes, that's a yes in case you didn't catch that. 100 Years of Solitude. No, haven't. Sorry. Catch 22. No. Persepolis. Is that how you say it? No. I won't even go into it. No. Charlotte's Web. Yes. Slaughterhouse-Five. Kurt Vonnegut. Again, I love his short stories, especially Harrison Bergeron. But I haven't read this novel. I need to. It is on my TBR. In fact, I think I may even have rented it or checked it out already on my Libby app, and it might be sitting there waiting for me. Cutting for Something. I haven't read it. I'm gonna put it down here what it actually was, because I can't read my handwriting. Autobiography of Malcolm X. I have not. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Nope. Interpreter of Maladies. No. Diary of a Young Girl, Anne Frank. Yes. Lolita by Nabokov. No. I go through these time periods where I want to read it because it's so referenced in our culture. And then I go through time periods I was just like, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Love Medicine. Never heard of it. No. Me Talk Pretty One Day by David Sedaris. I love his work. When I need something heavy but light, does that make sense? Heavy but light? I turn to his works. I think I've read all of his books. They are so funny and introspective and shocking. And his last one, though, like, left me depressed. I don't know if you read his last one. It left me depressed, but that's okay. That's fine. It's still funny. Middlesex, I have not. Sorry. Midnight to Children, no. East of Eden. It's one of John Steinbeck's book that I have not read. Moneyball of Human Bondage, no. Jack Kerouac, On the Road. I have no desire to read him. Out of Africa, seen the movie. Does that count? No, it doesn't. And Then There Were None. So Agatha Christie, yes. That's my favorite Agatha Christie book. So yes, absolutely. And right now I'm reading something that has those vibes, and I'll talk about that in what I read probably in March. Okay, so apparently I just wrote down those, and that's not 100. So I need to go write down the rest of the 100. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I wrote the rest down, and I have some thoughts definitely after I go through these. But okay, so let's continue. We are at, I think, 51 or something like that. Portnoy's Complaint. No. Silent Spring. I have not read it. I know it was referenced when I was in science classes all the time. Nope. Team of Rivals. No. Homecoming. Nope. Age of Innocence. Edith Wharton. I don't think I've read this, although I do enjoy me some Edith Wharton. Adventures of Cavalier and Clay. I don't know. I can't read my handwriting. Never read it. Sorry. Book Thief. Yes. Ruby Fruit Jungle. No. The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. Whoa. Sorry about that. No, haven't. Catcher in the Rye. Yes. Color of Water. No, although I did read the blurb on this one and it looks interesting. I might add that to my TBR. Joy Luck Club. Yes. The Corrections. No. The Devil in the White City. No. The Giver. Yes. Night Watchman. No. Golden Compass. No. Great Gatsby. Of course. Probably my favorite novel of all time. If you are one of my students, you know that. Like, I have very few literary crushes, but Jay Gatsby is one of those. And not just because of his portrayal in movies by Robert Redford or Leonardo DiCaprio, but he is yummy. Okay. The Immortal Life of Henrietta. I didn't write her last name down. Is it Locks? You know who I'm talking about though, right? I really want to read this book. I need to add it to my TBR. I'll put it down here what the actual title is. Never Let Me Go. No. Liars Club. No. The Long Goodbye. No. The Looming Tower. No. Monorail here. The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Yes. Oliver Sacks. The Omnivore's Dilemma. No. The Power Broker. No. The Right Stuff. No. Go Tell It on the Mountain. No. The Road. No. The Stranger. No. The Sun Also Rises. No. I don't really like Hemingway. Sorry. Between the World. Between the World. No. Wind Up Bird Chronicles. No. The Things I Carried. No. World According to Garp. No. Hamlet. Yes. Okay, finally. Yes. The Year of Magical Thinking. No. Although I don't, maybe I need to read it. Joan Didion, right? Right. Things Fall Apart. No. Unbroken. No. Little Women. Yes. White Teeth. No. Color Purple. Yes. Atonement. No. Not gonna. Don't wanna. Don't. You can't make me. Wuthering Heights. Yes. Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yes. Americana. No. Their Eyes Were Watching God. I don't know why I haven't read that. It's on my TBR. I will read it. Listen to me, I will. Brave New World. Yes, another one of those that really ignited my love for literature. It's so daring. I was like, what? When I read this in high school. I need to do a reread, see if it still holds up. Kite something. Oh, Kite Runner. Why couldn't I read that? Kite Runner. No, I haven't read it though. And then lastly, I think we've gone through them all except the last one, A Visit from the Goon Squad. I kind of wrote all over this in random weird spots, but I think that's all, the 100. I need to total up and see how many I have read. I'll come back with you with that number in a minute. But what do you think about the list? Do you think that it included some stuff that shouldn't have been included? Because I kind of think that. And some stuff that should have been included was not. For example, there's no Nathaniel Hawthorne on here. Do we not think Scarlet Letter is a seminal work of classic literature that should be read by everyone? Maybe not. Maybe you don't think so. Maybe. Jane Eyre wasn't on there. I much prefer Jane Eyre over Wuthering Heights. I mean, I know this isn't supposed to be like collected works of short stories necessarily, but what about Edgar Allan Poe? Man, he's my man. He's my jam. I think that there may have been some misses on this, that like The Omnivore's Dilemma. Is that really a book that everyone needs to read? I don't know, maybe. I haven't read it, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it. So I'll come back with you in just a minute to let you know how many I've read. Okay, so I keep trying to film this and kids keep interrupting, but you've already seen how many I've read. I've read 26 out of the 100. What do you think? Is that enough to keep my English teacher card? Did you do better than me? Drop a comment down below. I want to see how many you have read. And thanks for watching. Do all the things, subscribe, comment, like, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys later. Bye.